Hey guys, now we have seen together how the web app works. Now I want to show you the step-by-step process. Like I told you, it took me 3 months. It's impossible for me to show you that in 15 minutes. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you the big picture of the step-by-step. I'm going to show you the code for sure, but I'm not going to go into too much detail. If you guys want more detail, put a comment and I will be happy to make like 5 or 6 video going step by step from scratch. So I made this like this screen like you can see just to explain you the process because this is more important than writing the code. So the process. So the first thing we do is data collection. I think you saw that. So now you have an idea what I'm talking about. So data collection is collecting the data, the name of the person and his role and his face data. We use a camera for the face, right? We do image processing using OpenCV. OpenCV is a Python library used very great for image processing. And then once we take the face, what you guys don't see is what's going on the background. We put that face, that image in a deep learning model. And the deep learning model we are using is a Buffalo SC, which is developed by Insight Face. Insight Face model we are using is Buffalo SC. I'm going to show you that in a moment. When we put it in the deep learning model, the goal is to extract the feature, extract the data from your face. You take your face has data. Each point on your face is a value. And those are the data we want to extract by putting that in a machine deep learning model. So we do feature extraction, we do data pre-processing because the data we extract from the deep learning maybe is messy, maybe we don't want all the data, maybe we don't want it in the way it's formatted, we reformat it to make it easier for us to understand the data. Once we have the data, we say, okay, if Tamo data extraction is this data, so we associate your data to your name, to your information, and then that's what we call encoding. And then once we have done that, we push it in the database. We can save those data in our local computer, but for a more flexible system, it's great to have a cloud. We use Redis database. I'm going to show you that in a moment also. So we push our data into Redis database. We save data for each student in Redis database. Now the next step is data is prediction. Prediction means we have the data and we want to know who is in front of the camera the next time is coming. So again, we use the camera for frame and take images. We put the same images, the same step. We put this image in the deep learning model and we do feature extraction, data pre-processing, and we retrieve the data we saved earlier in the database. And then we compare those data. We compare the new data we have with the existing data. And if we match one of the person in our list, we pick the name, we write the name on the boundary box, the square you guys see. We write the name on it, the name of the person, and then we take the attendance of the person. That is how the system works. Then the web app, and in the web app, you see a report. So the most important thing is those steps. Grab the data, do whatever you want to do, data processing, data analysis, everything, and then save it in a database. Then the next data, you grab it, next time you have the data in front of you, you compare those data in your database. I hope that makes sense. It's a little bit confusing at first, but as you do it, it becomes easier. So I'm going to show you something else right now. I'm going to share this screen of this one. Okay. I hope you see this screen. This is my Redis database. I just want to show you very quick. I'm going to log in. Oh, what happened? Press different computer. Confirm you are a human. This is also technology. Log in. Okay, this is my Redis database I was talking about. I created two of them. Yeah, I'm using the second database. That's how I name it. And if I connect to it, you're gonna see. Let me connect. To connect, you have to click here. So what do we need when you create a Redis database? What you need is this information, all this line. I'm going to show you that in the code. You need to copy this. This is the username for your Redis, and this is what we call the port number. Just don't need to know, you just need to remember. So you copy this and you put it in your code to retrieve, to save the data and to retrieve the data. You also need the password. This is the password for my Redis. I copy this, I have it in my code. You don't need to remember, you just need to know. I don't even remember this. So I create my database and get those information from there. So let's see something else right now. I'm going to show you the inside face. I think I'm already here. I don't need to change. Let's see the inside face model. Before, I want to show you this. This is where you can have the command for everything you want to do with Redis. Do you want to say, how do you save data in the Redis? You have all the command. The programming is not the most important thing. The most important thing is the process. And that's what I want to show you. So it provides you all the data, how to save the data in the Redis, how to retrieve the data, how to manipulate all the data you have. This is mostly for data engineer on data management, those people. For me, I just take exactly what I need. So I'm going to show you inside face model. Let's type inside face. And I'm going to pick the first one. Inside face does 2D and 3D face. You see all these points, you see those, like those are your data for your face. Each face point is different from one another. So inside face has all the detail, how to use it, and what do you need. So if you read it, you go through it, you're going to understand. So, and what we need right now is how to use it with Python. Python, we need to go to GitHub. So I don't know much, but I just know what I need. So let's click on Control F just to search for Python. 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 Yes. Let's go up. Python. I'm looking for Python package. Here it is. You can see. I'm looking for Python package because I want to use it. Python. And here you have all the detail. You don't even need to remember anything. You just need to know where to find the information. You have an example. You copy this, you put on your code, and you have an image. You save the image where your code is, and you launch it, and you see what happened. That's how it works. It is not that complicated. But you can see we have different model for the face detection, and the model depends of your region. Are you from Africa? Are you Caucasian, South Asia, East Asian? Every region you can use Buffalo L, Buffalo S, and I use Buffalo SC. I don't have the detail here, but it doesn't take too much space, 60 megabits. That's okay. And the good thing, we have example, the step by step, how to install it, what to use to install it, everything. Detection model, everything. That's what I'm using. This is the code I'm using in my program. So that's what I wanted to share with you. One thing I want to share with you, what data are we getting from inside face? When I put my picture into inside face, what data I'm getting? Let's see that right now. So here is Jupyter Notebook. Jupyter Notebook is great because you don't need to download it. You can use it on the web app. This I run it before to make sure it's working, because in the technology, sometimes you think it's gonna work, you're gonna be live with people, and it doesn't work, and you feel ashamed. So I don't want that. So I run it before, make sure it's working, then I do my video. So uh so you can see the inside face. You can see I import inside face. You need to install inside face. Is all the details are there in that website. Import inside face, import face analysis, and then Buffalo L model. You just copy it and paste it here. You don't even need to understand. This is Buffalo model, Buffalo SC model, and then this. So where's the image? Here's the image. If a CV2 that I've read the image test, image dash GPG, and then you put it here and you load it. After you put it here, you take that image, you put in the app. So you see IMG, I put that image in the Buffalo L model, and I click print the result. When you print the result, here are the data you get. A lot of data, a lot of numbers. What are those numbers? What are we doing with those numbers? It's confusing. It was confusing to me too, but you're gonna see down below. I do the same thing with the Buffalo SC. Now you can type in the Redis command that show you how to use it. Type, you want to know the type of data, it tell you it's a list. And the length of data, how many data are there? 21. You're gonna see why it's 21 later. So, and then I ask to print one element in the list, the first element in the list. These are the data for one picture, the data for one person you get. You see? So now all those numbers represent something. They represent also something. I ask the key for each element. What are they? What are those? That the command is. Don't need to remember, just do it. And then here are all the value you see here. I represent this. Let me show you so you understand. Look at the first value. The first value is BB box. B box stands for bounding box. The square I draw on my face come from this data. So I took this value to draw the square on the face. So, and the data type is float. So you can see bounding box. So it tells you what each element represents. KPI data score. Data score is the percentage of accuracy of your system, everything, gender, age, embeddings. For this project, I just need two information. I need the bounding box and I need the embedding. I hope I say that right. So let's run this and we see what we don't even need to run it. I think you guys understand what it means. So you can delete an information, you can delete you can delete something from your database, you can delete a student, you can delete his information. All those commands is located in Redis web web page. I show you this web page. How to delete, how to do this, you can tap it and do it. I hope everything makes sense. It was a little bit long video, but let's see the next step. The next step is the code. I think we're gonna go very quick over there. We're gonna see the code and see how we made the app.